Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is my wife Molly. My name's Dylan. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. And to give you a quick recap, Molly and I started a woodworking business back in 2015 out of a storage unit, which turned into a bit of a commercial space that we got kicked out of, and then back into our parents' house. And eventually, a couple of years ago, we actually bought this house that we're in right now. And in today's video, we're getting started on our dream shop. Well, at least laying it out. And with a baby on the way, time is of the essence. So let's get to it. Ah, dang it. Hello? If you're sick and tired of getting calls and texts from your wife right when you're in the middle of doing something important, well, I can't help you with that. But if you're getting spam calls and spam texts, then I can help you, because today's sponsor is Aura. Aura shows us which data broker sites are selling our information online and automatically opts out for us. And not only does that help reduce the amount of spam calls and texts we get, but it also helps reduce the amount of hackers and people that have got information that could lead to them getting into really important accounts like your bank account. AT&T recently had a massive data breach that revealed over 73 million customer records on the dark web. Now, they recommend that you use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts, all of which Aura can do for you. Plus, you're gonna get all sorts of other features like antivirus, as well as a VPN, password management, parental controls, even identity theft insurance, and all of that in one simple, easy to use app that is for one affordable price, which is great. So if you're interested, you can check out aura.com/woodbrew, and you're going to get yourself a 2-week free trial. And thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this video and helping protect our privacy, because it's under attack. And we need all the help we can get, because privacy is an important issue. So thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this week's video. Let's get into it.
Over the last week or so, we have actually cleared roughly 20 trees, which has been a ton of work. And if you missed any of those videos, you can actually watch the entire playlist right here.
It does feel really good, though, to have this area nice and cleared out so we can get like an idea of where this building's going to go, what it's going to look like and everything. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. Molly and I actually this morning went ahead and laid out the entire footprint of the building, put some spray paint, and it's just in the rough location. And it's just going to give us a good idea of what it looks like, and also answer a lot of the questions that you guys have rightfully had, because we've done a horrible job of explaining what it is we're doing. So let's start doing some explaining, Molly.
It makes sense to us.
It does. I've been thinking about it for years. Why would I have to explain it to people? I've been dreaming about it up in my sleep for 3 years.
You've lost sleep because of it.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of sleep because of it. But today, y'all are going to be caught up, hopefully. If you have any more questions, though, leave them in the comments. If you watched our permit denied video, we were actually planning on putting this building way over there, which required no trees to be removed. But actually, now the new plan is directly behind the house. Right here is where the building is going, if that wasn't already clear. But this is the new site location. It's been approved. We even got confirmation that our engineer drawings are back and approved. So like, we're pretty much ready to go. So here is the final location of where this building is going.
It better be.
Better be. Knowing us, we'll change it. But
No,
it's going right here. So here's the plan. We're creating a 30-foot wide by 48-foot long by 12-foot eave height building. Pole barn, to be precise, going right here behind us. And this building is going to be substantially larger than any shop that we've ever had. And so hopefully we don't grow out of it in like a year, Molly. Think we'll make it a year?
Don't even say that.
Good news is the added benefit of moving it back here is that we can add on to it if we need to.
Which I'm sure we will.
Yeah, see, now they've given us an excuse. They didn't want us to put it up there because it would be up there, but now it's going to be back here. We're just going to make it like 10,000 square feet.
Stop. Stop right there. Cut.
Let's talk about the trees we had to take down, because it was a big concern of a lot of people. And as you can see, this is just one of many piles that we have of logs. So let's check out the others.
Now that we're talking about all this, we kind of realized that we never talked about the aftermath of all the trees and how many logs we have now. So here's stack number 2.
And here's stack number 3.
And a half.
And a half. Those of you that are brand new to the channel might not realize it, but we own a sawmill already, and we already had a bunch of logs. Now we have about 55 more logs, which is about 55, I'm estimating here, maybe about 5,500 board feet something like that, maybe a little bit less, which if we're doing 1-inch material, to give you an example of that, that's over 5,000 square feet of potential siding. Every single one of these we cut to 13 feet. Remember, our eave height's 12 feet. So the entire plan is to use all this lumber to create all the siding as well as the framing when we close in this building. So these trees are not going to waste, even though we didn't originally plan on taking them down. We are putting them to really good use, and I think we're gonna need every single one of them, Molly. So, I mean, a lot of milling.
Speaking of aftermath as well,
Forgot about all that.
we have that stack. We have all of these. We have that whole pile over there. We have that little pile there. We have stumps over there that we won't even talk about.
And we have a burn ban until November, so we're stuck with it. Over the last couple of videos, I've mentioned that we're gonna do this in stages and start with just the roof up, and a lot of people have had a lot more questions about that. Number one question being like, why don't we just finance the whole thing and get it over with and get it done? And like, that's a valid point. In fact, that was Molly and I's plan a year and a half or 2 years ago when we first started talking about this project. However, Molly and I decided that we wanted to start a family. And part of starting a family was we wanted to be in the best financial position that we could be in. So Molly and I were very diligent. High five, sweetie. Because that was not that much fun. Still isn't that much fun because we're still doing it. But we were very diligent with our money, and we paid off a good bit of our debt that we had. And we're not 100% debt free. This house is, that might take a while. But it's put us in a really nice place, and honestly we thought we were going to pay it off and replace that debt with this debt, but now we've enjoyed so much not having that on our shoulders that we're just going to do this with cash, or at least that's the plan right now. So we're starting with what we can do, and we'll see where it goes. So stage one was removing all these trees, getting all the ground prep, which we're not done with, so we're still technically in stage one. What needs to happen now is we need to finish cleaning up this area, get as much of the organic debris like sticks and stuff out of there as possible, and then we need to let this sit. That's going to be the frustrating part for you guys because, well, and us, frankly, but it's going to be at least a month, at least, that this needs to sit. We need some good heavy rain. We might have to get a sprinkler out here and water it. We need this ground to get really good and compacted because we made some big holes in it, and we could bring in some more compacting equipment, and we may end up doing that. But right now we're waiting on this to settle as much as it can. We're also waiting to see how much it settles to determine how much fill dirt, if any, we need to bring in to build up our pad. So that's all in stage one, getting prepped and ready to build. Also in that was getting the permit. So it's good that we got that done. So we're like 3/4 of the way through stage one right now. Now stage two is going to be actually putting the roof up of this building. So we're going to use a pole barn construction, and we're going to be using a metal truss system, 12 foot on center, which I already can see the comments asking about like structurally sound and stuff. The number one thing that we deal with here is wind. It's not roof loads or anything like that. So we can have super far truss spacing, but that stuff's got to be anchored in the ground. So you're going to see some hold my beer stuff from the engineer when it comes to making this thing stay in the ground. It's going to be a ridiculous amount, truly a ridiculous amount of concrete that has to go around these posts. Like, it's stupid, honestly. That has to go around these posts to keep it from uplifting. And then all these big metal trusses that we're using have to be engineered for all of that. But it's going to look kind of flimsy, to be honest with you. They don't look like the most structurally sound building, but this is going to be a fully engineered building. Not because I wanted it to be, but because they made it. Have to be. It's going to be freaking Fort Knox now. Literally, it's so overkill. It's ridiculous. It is true. We're going to have a Volkswagen on the bottom of each post now. Truly, I'm not kidding. It's just wait. Just wait till the video where we auger the holes. The size of auger and the depth we have to do is truly remarkable, regardless. Okay, whatever. Moving on, before I get too fired up. At the end of stage two, with the roof up, we're going to have something here that's actually super usable for Molly and I. So the plan is once that's up, we're going to move our sawmill underneath it here on this back side, and we're going to start milling all the lumber and siding and everything we need to finish this building over time. Don't know how long it's going to take, but we'll have a place to actually do that out of this horrific summer heat, but 2, have a place to actually store this lumber so it can dry properly and, you know, not be out in the elements. So there is a plan, and even though doing it in stages won't be as useful as having the building all at once, I think in the long run, hopefully it'll be the right decision. So stage 3, am I on stage 2?
3.
No, we're on stage 2 still.
3.
Get the roof up. Get the roof up. Get the mill inside and start stacking lumber so we can finish this thing out. Stage 3 is gonna be a real bummer. Stage 3 is when my pocketbook's gonna get absolutely destroyed with concrete. So in stage 3, it's gonna be pouring a slab under this thing, and frankly, the slab is going to cost more than basically everything else. So that one's gonna hurt a lot when it happens.
Pocketbook.
My pocketbook.
How old are you?
Sometimes I feel like I'm 90. And lastly, stage 4 is where all the fun stuff happens, where this thing actually turns into a real building. We're going to be using the same sort of board and batten look as we used on the container. I mean, literally, it'll probably be the exact same. Again, using all the lumber that we're going to mill up ourselves. And in that stage 4, the goal is to just sort of get the building enclosed and get it somewhat dried in, I guess. Stage 5, 6, 7, 8, however long this thing takes, will be, you know, things like insulating, electrical, and all those types of things that will eventually happen one day. But right now, what's in our heads, what's in our vision right now is to get to stage 4 as soon as we can. Get a dried in building that's usable. We have a shop, Molly, you know? We have a shop, it's great. We don't have to have all this right away. We have some little bit of a delayed gratification. I think in the long run, it's gonna be really beautiful and we're gonna be glad we did it that way. Spray foam insulation is gonna be
Pocketbook.
gonna hit the pocketbook hard. Gonna hit it hard.
Whew, gotta start working.
Yeah, man. You wanna just build a soccer field?
Oh my gosh. No, a pool.
Hold up. I'll get you a pool. $2.99. Walmart. We saw it on sale.
Oh no.
Put it right there. I'll even build a cabana. I'll build you a pool house with our container. Slide it on over. Oh, speaking container, that was the other thing that I meant to talk about. What the heck are we going to do with the container? Why did we even build the container if we were building this shop? I know that's a question. Has to be a question. The truth of the matter is the container was supposed to be this like short 1 week long like quick solution to a problem we had of more space, and then it just rapidly progressed into what it is today and turned into like a month plus long project. It's still awesome and it's still going to be extremely useful. Do I regret doing it? No, because it was a lot of fun.
And look at it.
It is cool, and it's not even done yet, but we'll ignore that fact. The plan with that thing is we're going to slide it all the way back here, probably behind the building. It might go next to it, but we haven't decided on that. Probably is going to go behind the building, and it is going to get a lean-to off of it still, and that is where the long-term spot for the sawmill will be once this actually turns into a building. It'll just be nice to have some like, you know, garden shed type stuff in the future with that thing. So it's not going to be like not useful.
Yeah, and then we'll have this whole open area. So container, open area for like outdoor working and whatnot. Yeah,
I'm hoping that we're going to have plenty of room behind this building, which I'm seeing now. I think we are, to like have everything in one spot. So stuff's just not just like all over the place like it's been recently. So that's the goal, that's the plan, that's our hopes and dreams all laid out for you in one short video. Now Molly, I'm gonna go figure out how I'm gonna pay for this by building some cabinets for some people, and you want to get started? Hop on the tractor and clean up a bit. I mean, she's already done a lot of it, to be fair. You've seen this video, but hop on the tractor and get this place looking spick and span. Go team, go.
Ow, you always hit so hard.
Well, what's the point? Give it a good smacking. There you go.
Oh, gosh, that hurt.
That toughened you up. Get it again.
No, that hurts. That was stupid of me.
Alright, so I got her all greased up, fueled up. The rake on there I wish I could give you some advice, but I've used that rake about 3 times, so try not to dig too far down or you're getting a bunch of dirt. That's the only advice I can tell you, but you're gonna have to be looking backwards and finessing it.
Great.
And it does seem to work. It does seem like it's gonna work pretty well, but you got a long day ahead of you and you got this.
Thanks. All the encouragement and the tips. Just go have fun, go for it.
Go for it.
Considering he doesn't have much experience using the rake, I have had 0, so this should be pretty interesting. I almost feel like this would be faster doing it by hand. Crazy. I get that the tractor is less labor, but this is a slow moving process, and the rake, you have to keep lifting it up and down depending on the height you are in the dirt so you don't get dirt, and then circling and circling to add to your pile or to pick up the pile or to get back to the starting point so you can go again is just taking a little bit longer than I expected. Maybe this is just how this is supposed to go. I don't know. But I honestly feel like this would be faster raking it by hand. This is dumb. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer and see how much more I can get done, or if this process becomes a little bit easier the more I get used to the rake. We are getting some larger sticks and roots from all of this area right here, but doesn't look like it's doing much with the dirt, at least not yet. I'm probably gonna have to go over it a few times. But I need to refill my water and I need a snack. Okay, let's see if we can do some damage. How'd I do?
You missed a few.
Well, you know
I'm
what?
just
You
messing
can-
with you. I'm just messing with you. I know that that's not nearly as easy as it may seem. Looks significantly better though. Some of these are still in there, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Some people are gonna comment that we absolutely have to get every last twig out of here, but just want to tell you it's gonna be all right. We cleared like probably 3 times as much as we initially thought we were going to be able to, which is great because now we'll have plenty of room to like dial in exactly where we want this building.
Yeah, pick up your one measly stick.
I'm gonna go get it and pull it back out here. We're super excited to share with you guys the entire process of building this shop. Trust me, there's plenty of videos to come. I don't know how many it's gonna be, but it's probably gonna be a lot over a long period of time. But I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it. So subscribe if you haven't, because a lot of you guys watching haven't subscribed yet. So I don't know what you're doing. But
we have a lot of exciting things coming soon.
Yeah, next couple weeks, big things happening in between letting this ground firm up and starting this building. You guys aren't going to want to miss it, so subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.